Okay, greetings, my beautiful patriots, starseeds, and light workers, and of course our very brave, and I mean brave, freedom fighters that have been battling this ongoing dark entity for seems like decades. God bless you all. Anyways, welcome to 1776 United, and we are in a worldwide revolution along with the Galactic Federation that is out there watching over us. And I'm happy to say I'm back in Vancouver. And, you know, because I moved from up country down here because I wanted to have easier access to the plane, and it was a little bit cheaper. That was one of the reasons why I moved down here, because of just better economics for me. Flying out of where I was quite expensive. It was like a round trip would be like almost $1,000. So I would like to put that towards my whole ticket. So I want to talk about price comparisons today, because once you're inside Canada, okay, and I've done this lots over my lifetime, with tickets and everything else. Once you're inside Canada, you're in this speed trap. And, it could cost me up to, $600 going from Vancouver one way inside of Canada, okay, through WestJet, Canadian, Air Canada, whatever, right? I won't use Air Canada because they're absolute garbage, but $600 to $700, okay? That's if you just have to book a ticket and go, right? One way. Now that's $1,400 two ways if you have to get in and get out, right? Okay. My ticket that I purchase through in the Philippines, okay, through my agency down there, and they do everything online, works out to 52,000 pesos. Now, that's about $1,200 round trip. You see where I'm going with this? I can get a flight from Vancouver to Hong Kong or Japan, doesn't matter, do a couple hour layover there, and then onward to Manila, okay? And that's there and back with nice international meals, okay, for $1,200. As soon as you get inside Canada, they want $1,400 just on a little wee turboprop, over-wing turboprop that's bouncing all over the cloud, bouncing from one cloud to the other, and they feed you pretzels. And they cost $200 more a round trip. You see where I'm going with this? Canadians, you are getting completely shafted. And what you need to do, or what we all need to do, because we're all here, is fight back. And I all want to add that I'm happy to, have, the opportunity to be able to travel around and do these price comparisons. But, it's just really, really sad how the Canadians are getting greased, and you people are allowing it by continuing to shop, at these stores that keep wanting to screw you. The Filipinos will never put up with this stuff. I can get 2-3 bags of groceries down there, as I had told you before, for $6, $7, $8, and that's lasts us the whole day, and I feed a family, actually a family and a half with that. And here myself is between $50 and $60 a day just for myself to feed. That's what it is. And gas prices, okay, another thing, you're going to find out what's going on in the gas. You're going to know what's going on in the world by the amount of gas or the pricing that you're being charged for gas, okay? So, in California, right now, people are bitching and complaining because it's $7 to $8 a gallon, okay? But that's funny why over in a red state, right, such as Idaho, is down to $2.34. But in California, it's $7.75 or whatever it is, right? Okay. So in Alberta, where people won't put up with the shit, their fuel price is down to $1.10, maybe $1.05. Over here in Vancouver, it's $1.75. And don't give me that fucking horse shit about having to, bus or truck this fuel around. I get it. I understand. It costs about $1,000. But those guys are hauling a shitload of fuel, okay? So it cannot be a 70 cents or 60 cents different per liter of fuel that justifies that trucking from Alberta, wherever it comes from, refinery, over to here. That shit ain't gonna flush with me. In the Philippines, and if people say, well, it's all to do with distance and where they get fuel from or whatever. Okay, now listen, in the Philippines, the fuel, because they're not going to put up with it either, is what is it? $1, not quite $1 a liter. Okay, not quite $1 a liter. And where do they get their fuel from? It has to be shipped in. I mean, they do have oil fields, along with Vietnam. There's oil fields all over the place there, but they're not buying into the matrix. They're not putting up with the matrix. I have a lot of admiration and respect for the Sikhs and the Indian that live down here in the Lower Mainland and stuff like that. I mean, they do things the right way because they don't put up with the bullshit. I would much rather have them here than a bunch of these blue-haired libtards walking around the streets the way they are. And I've seen them, I mean, they buy houses, they keep their houses very nice, and they build the economy. They're out shopping everywhere. They're having restaurants. The food is great. We have to start understanding that, just because they're a different color or different type of religion or whatever, you have some kind of a stigma. We got to stop this stuff. If you want to get angry at anybody, you get angry at the corrupt politicians that keep you enslaved, and the Indian and the Sikhs that are here are doing what they can to keep you out of poverty. And the reason why I say that is because they're the ones that are bitching and complaining about the taxes. They're the ones that are bitching at the gas stations for high fuels and all this other stuff. They are actually taking a proactive move to let the system know that the people aren't happy. A lot more than these libtards. I sat with a lady yesterday, maybe my age, a little bit more. I was at Tim Hortons, and I was having a coffee with my little tribe, with my tribe people that are following me here on TikTok. And she come in, and she was the ex-wife of one of the patriots. And I asked her a few questions. And, I asked her, have you seen any changes in the last 4 or 5 years? Nope, I haven't seen nothing, nope. This goes to show you. And then after I tried to red pill her a little bit, she got really irate, and got up and left. So I looked over at Larry, and I says, Larry, that's your ex-wife? He says, yeah. I says, was she vaxxed? He says, yeah, 2 or 3 times. I don't even know. So this tells me that our enemy are the vaxxed up libtards, and you're not gonna try to convince me that these Indians went around and got vaxxed up, because they never. The ones that are dying are the stupid libtards. Okay, the ones that got the shot, the NPCs that listen to everything the government says to them. Okay, so that being said, time is up. That was my little rant for the day. Thank you.